go to the next slide. I want to touch on some of these people you probably know, right? And I just wanted you guys to kind of understand that you might not necessarily be as big as O, and we are going to see some other entrepreneurs. But these are notable entrepreneurs, right? Can you tell me one thing about Oprah that you think makes her really special? Yes. She what? Don't laugh. This is very important. It's called discipline. It's called willpower. She set a goal and she executed. Yes.
She created a school in South Africa for girls, and she paid for scholarships for 2,000 young men in Morehouse College.
Absolutely. I mean, that has changed the lives of these young men, right? They could not otherwise go to college. Some of these kids could probably never go to school in South Africa. They've got a huge opportunity now. Yes, sir? She's rich? Oh, absolutely. You better believe it. She's very rich. And you know the difference? I'm one of those people. Everybody's, and I'm going to get in trouble for this again. People like to talk, right? And words are okay. But guess what? Action is even more important as far as I'm concerned. So the people that go out there, we want to help, we want to do this and that and there, and then it stops there. Well, I think she's one of the few people that talks the talk and walks the walk, right? She actually puts her money where her mouth is and helps people out. I think that's a neat thing. To those that have plenty, more is required. I'm hoping that all of you all one day are rich, if not richer than Oprah, and that you can help your communities. Because the more you're given, the more you need to give back. All right? So that's Oprah. Miss Houston, she's from right here, Louisville, Kentucky. You know this lady? No. Does anybody know her? Does anybody know Wade Houston?
Yep.
Well, that's the wife. And she's in charge of this company. It's a global company, right here in Louisville, Kentucky. The next person is this guy. You should know this guy. I thought you were. And guess what? His net worth is $340 million, all right? That's a lot of money. His net worth, how much money he's got. That's a lot of money. Now, this is not all about the money, but I want you to see the success. He essentially invented an industry. He essentially invented a product line, right? And it takes smarts. It takes hard work, and it takes a lot of dedication. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you make mistakes, but it takes being at it and working at it every single day. And that's why he's as successful as he is. The next guy. How many of you guys have Facebook accounts? Guess who you're paying?
Yeah.
Exactly. Guess how old he is?
Teenager.
Well, guess how much money he's got? $13.5 billion. This 25-year-old is richer than Oprah. That's scary. Now, why do you think he's got that much money? Because of you all. Exactly. See, the cool thing about business is you don't have to have all the connections in the world, right? You have to have something that is so cool and useful that people come in. It's called social networking. It relies on you guys. Yes? Oh, no. You don't pay for it directly, but you pay for it indirectly. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's called advertising. He's got the ability to serve ads. So when you go to Facebook, you probably see an ad on the side, right? Well, somebody's going to pay him for that. So what I'm saying is you're not paying for it directly, but he's able to take his business and use it to make money in some other ways. Right? I hope he stays free because that's the way he gets a lot of people in there, right? But he has other ways of making money, and it's okay. I don't begrudge him. I think it's a great idea. He's got people talking to each other. I've been able to connect with folks that I forgot even existed, right? I think it's a neat thing that he's able to do that. Right? But I'm saying that the ability of somebody to create a product out of his mind and make it happen and then get all of you guys to get in there, and then all of a sudden he's worth that much money. It's so exciting for me. I like those kinds of stories. Yes? Yeah. In college.
So why do people, like, if you're not a certain age that you're not supposed to be having a Facebook, and then they put, like, different ones, I think that you say
say more for everybody?
Because, like, I got Facebook, but I didn't use my real birthday.
I see. That's interesting. Well, she's asked a question about the privacy rules in Facebook.
I got a question.
Huh?
So if I make me a little, you feel me, social as a network, you get paid for it.
Well, if it's as successful as Facebook, yes. But let me answer your question because I think it's a good question. The reason why you have to be a certain age is what Kevin was talking about with the jury selection process. You have to be able to make contracts. You need to be able to make certain decisions for yourself. And at a certain age, you just are not, the law says you're not able to make those decisions for yourself. Now, there might be some dangers because the people on Facebook that might get bullied, the people on Facebook that get targeted, right?
My mom
So,
said she just wanted to know my password.
well, don't give it out to anybody, okay? It's very important that you make sure you're safe doing all of this. I don't know that it's okay for you to get on Facebook so far. You probably want to talk to your parents about that. But bottom line is you have to be safe doing all of this online. All right? That's good. Yes, Marsha.
Real quick, I just want to aid this guy in his question, I think, because the Facebook concept about what the young lady mentioned about we don't pay for it, and you talked about the indirect marketing of it. And I just wanted to provide an example because you were wondering if you do Facebook, how do you get paid? If you look on the sidebars, when you're on the internet, you see what they call advertisements. Those people, every time you access something for free on the internet, those people with those advertisements have paid to be on those sites. So when you're out shopping and you're buying your FUBU, your Fat Farm, your iPods, your the computer that you choose, the sneakers that you wear, those companies are paying people like Facebook and Google. So as long as you're shopping, as long as you're on the internet, and as long as you're physically going out and shopping for a product, those product carriers are actually paying the people on the internet. So that's how you're able to access that for free. So when Don talks about how you're paying for it indirectly, that's exactly what he means. So if you open up a business and it's online, then your job, or somebody that works for you, their job is going to be to go to companies and ask them to advertise on your site. So that's how you actually make the money.